On commodities market update, we're looking at coal. Although Nigeria is a major oil-producing country, other non-renewable sources of energy are also known to exist. These include tar sands, gas, and coal. The oldest of them all is coal. Now, Nigeria's proven coal reserves is estimated at 2.86 billion metric tons, and yet it is not a major player in the global league of producers. Why is this so? Let's talk to Aisat Dahoud, research analyst with Financial Derivatives Company. Hello, Aisat. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
So we've seen South Africa produce about 242 million tons, and it is the only African country in the top 10, with a current emphasis now on clean and renewable energy. What can Nigeria do to become even an average producer of coal in the world?
Okay, Nigeria has over 2 billion cubic feet of coal reserves, and the country is blessed with 22 coal fields. However, the civil war has caused many of these coal fields to, be inaccessible, and they were abandoned. So they remain underdeveloped. However, Nigerian coal is very environmental friendly. It has low sulfur, it has low ash and low moisture content. So it creates a potential coal export market for the country. Coal used to generate Nigeria lots of revenue in the 1960s till the 1970s until the civil war happened, and just two major coal fields were able to survive the civil war, and then they were able to merge and form the Nigeria Coal Corporation that we know, which was servicing the railway system for us. Another hazard for the coal industry in Nigeria was when the railway system switched from the coal engines to diesel engines. So who had them producing for? There was nobody to produce for, and then production started to fall. Furthermore, when the mechanism system failed also, those were all these major factors added to why production and what Nigeria can do to improve, because South Africa is only producing about 3% of the world, of the global coal production. Nigeria can also do this. If we're able to trace our steps backward to locate the coal fields, the 22 coal fields that we used to have, we develop them, build them up, and put into place the new technology mechanisms to mine and produce our rich Nigerian coal, which is environmental friendly, and then we'll start being a major player in the world of coal.
Now, in 2020, power generation from coal-fired plants fell by approximately 20%, and the global economy contracted by 3.5% because of course, the COVID-induced recession. In spite of this economic crisis, the price of coal surged by 30%, and it is anticipated to rise by about 48.3%. Well, that's according to the EIU. So can you explain why the price of this commodity is increasing at a time when the demand is falling sharply?
What happened? What actually happened was that global coal consumption dipped by 4.2% on the back of the strong decline on the global electricity usage. This was because of the effects from the pandemic. Global electricity usage dipped, and that affected global consumption. Interestingly, supply also dipped, but it dipped further than the consumption did, which allowed price to go as far as 60. Okay, initially in 2020, after the end of the 2020, the year started, the price for coal started at $68 per ton. Then it fell to its lowest ever in that year as a result of the pandemic. It fell to $52 per ton. At the end of the year, as economic activities began to open, the gradual opening of economic activities, and then, little interstate travel like that, those economic activities allowed demand to surge. It started rebounding at the end of the year, but it didn't have much impact on the whole of the 2020. So for the record for 2020, the total demand dipped despite the rebound, the heavy rebound in Q4. So that was what made the price to skyrocket like that to almost $70 per ton for coal at the end of the year of 2020, despite the huge decline. So that's what really caused it for the price.
Okay, so December 2020 marked the 5th anniversary of the signing of the Paris Agreement on Climate Change. The same period China revised some of its 2030 climate targets. Now, China is the world's largest consumer of coal. What are the implications of achieving these targets on the coal industry and ultimately the price of the commodity?
So, as China is the world's largest producer, China is the world's largest consumer of coal at the same time, because many of the economic recovery strategy in China to recover from the effects of COVID is based on coal, and the impact of this on prices. Gradually, prices are beginning to stabilize, and we expect a recovery, slow recovery of the prices to where they used to be pre-COVID levels. However, if demand should continue to surge, because we expect demand to keep rebounding, despite it's not going to be it's not going to rebound as high as we want it to in the long term, but in the short term, it's going to affect prices. Price would surge and then come to stabilize. And so in the short term, prices would remain high, while in the long term, prices would start to come down as everybody switches to renewable energies and the likes because of the cleaner environments that we all target.
Thank you very much, Aisset. We do appreciate your time.